What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and in this video today I'm going to break down for you what you need to do in order to pass an interview as an appointment setter to land a very good role. For me myself, I have been doing appointment setting now for like around just 2 years. I worked on a massive Airbnb BizOp offer for a year. I was making around 3 to 4k a month consistently, and my personal biggest month was a 5k a month. And obviously, the very first thing I did to get the role was pass the interview stage. And for any of you guys who want to become an appointment setter, I'm going to share with you in this video what worked for me personally and how I landed that really good role. Now, the first thing, guys, I want to just make it clear is with like these businesses that have good opportunities as appointment setter, like for example, making 3 to 4k a month, very good opportunities. Experience isn't always what a business owner actually wants. Now, yes, of course, experience helps, but from what I've seen, experience isn't everything. Like if you're starting completely from fresh, if you've never worked a setter before, you can still land these roles. And the reason why is because business owners don't necessarily only need someone who is experienced, they want somebody who is going to do the work. Because as an appointment setter, it's not easy. It's not easy work, and it can be grindy at times. You might work up, or you might work really long hours. And the business owners, they want to make sure they hire somebody that's actually going to put in the work and bring results to the business. So the very first thing I would say, guys, is when you're on interview, you want to make it abundantly clear that you have good work ethic. You're willing to put in the work. You understand the role. Like, think of it this way, right? If you're going to be a DM setter for maybe a massive e-com coach that gets like hundreds of DMs every single day, you need to make it clear that like you're not going to just like, I don't know, do a bit of work for like a half an hour and then chill with your buddies for 3 hours. Like that, like half in, half out, like half arsing it is not going to like get you the role. But showing and telling the business owner, I'm going to put in the work. I'm going to work hard, and saying it with conviction. Like with me, when I got in the role, I understood I was going to be busy, but I told him, look, at the time, I was a 22-year-old Irish guy. I needed to make money so I can just have more flexibility, and I'm willing to put in the hours. At the time, I was speaking to the setter manager of this offer, and that's what he was looking for. He was looking for somebody who has good work ethic and is going to put in the work. So that's the first thing I'd recommend when it's getting on an interview, like making it abundantly clear that you are going to work hard. And with me, like my reason for wanting to work hard was, like I mentioned, I was 22, I was living in Ireland, and I wanted to be able to travel and go to more places. I did some traveling here and then, but I wanted to have more of a consistent income coming in for myself and actually make good money so I can travel more. And I knew it wasn't going to be easy work. And I was saying, I'm willing to put in the hours. I'm willing to work 10 hours a day if needs be. I'm going to work hard, and I'm going to make sure I hit KPIs so the business can grow and essentially we all make money. You know, if you say that with conviction and really like say to the business owner that like, I am here to work as hard as I can, people will be willing to take a chance on you. Because the last thing a business owner wants is somebody who is just going to like half-ass it, essentially. So that's the first thing. Telling the business owner you're going to work hard and have good work ethic. Number two then, guys, is do as much research on the business owner as you can. And what I mean by that is, for example, when I got the role with the Airbnb BizOp offer, I funnel hacked everything. I went through the business owner's funnel. I did as much research as I could. And what I did as well was on the interview I had, we did like a role play, like an appointment setting role play. I wrote out a script before the like interview started, like on a Google Doc, and I just had questions that were related to Airbnb. You know what I mean? Now it wasn't perfect, but the point is, if there was gonna be a role play, I wasn't gonna be like, do you know what I mean? I wouldn't just sit there and like, I don't know what to do. I had already pre-prepared questions that would be related to Airbnb. Like the offer, to give you some more understanding, it was helping people quit their 9 to 5 and land their first Airbnb deal. So the questions I had in the doc that I made for the interview role play was related to 9 to 5ers who maybe want to, start their own Airbnb business, like what their goals are, like what's holding them back from starting, all that fun stuff, right? And on the call, I used that then for the role play. So the manager at the time, he was quite impressed. Like, damn, like Ben already has a good understanding. And that's also going to give the business owner or the manager, whoever's interviewing you, more confidence in you. Because if you already understand the business model and you already have some like understanding of what's going on. Like, they'll feel more confident in onboarding you because you're going to hit the ground running like that. That's another thing as well, just funnel hacking and understanding the business and what the business owner does as best as you can before the interview, so you aren't going in blind. And then third thing as well is really put in 110% effort into everything you do. For example, most appointment setter interviews, guys, when you apply, most business owners would want you to film a Loom video, either answering a couple of questions, going over your experience, whatever it may be. I don't know why, but I've seen so many setters that either will just chat GPT all the answers and just hope for the best, or they don't put in enough effort into the actual application. And with me, like, when I was like, how I got this role was I was just DMing a bunch of coaches on Instagram. Like, that was my method, just cold outreach. I was messaging hundreds. And when this Airbnb coach got back to me, right place, right time, she was hiring. She sent me over like a document that had like a bunch of questions I had to fill in a Loom on. I spent about 2 hours doing the whole thing because I wanted to do everything like as best as I could. So essentially what I'm trying to get at here is just prepare and really take your time. Like, do everything the best to your ability. If you have to film a Loom video, answer questions, give the most in detail, the best you can. Don't just zoom through it. Don't chat GPT the answers, because people will see, okay, like, this person's not going to be a good fit. So really do your best in the application process. And also, while it's on top of my mind, the way you show up and present yourself on the interview and also in the application process will give the business owner a good idea of what kind of person you'd be if you were to be in their DMs, or if you're a phone setter on the phone, for example. So really showing up as your best self on these interviews. And of course, carry that into the job as well. Don't just obviously be good for the interview and then just crash at the job. So that's what I would do as well. And yeah, those would be my biggest piece of advice. Telling the business owner you're going to work hard, showing him, explaining to him with conviction, you're going to work hard. You're not here for, a quick money or a quick buck. Like, you're going to work hard to get really good results. Then, of course, preparing, right? Like I said, with the interview, I prepared role play questions for the offer and also funnel hack the business. So I have a very good understanding, because if you have a good understanding of what's going on with the business already, the business owner or the manager will feel more confident in you because you've done your research. And lastly, not but least as well, really just like preparation on key and giving 110%. Like I said, with the application whole thing, giving your best answers you can. And don't just chat GPT and be lazy. Actually do the work. But yeah, guys, that's, in my opinion, the biggest piece of advice that worked for me when it comes to hiring an interview. And if you guys want to learn more about appointment setting, how to get into it, all that kind of stuff, subscribe to my channel. I'll post more content. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.